them more than anything else is the fact that if they win a fight, nothing happens. If PB&J wins a fight, they get a tower, they get an objective.
We do see a quite risky Baron though.
It is pinked, but there's now vision on it again.
Vision.
But Graves is nowhere nearby. Like, this is really risky.
The speed of the Baron is pretty low. Oh, okay, now it's not as risky. I think that J4 still has a chance to go for the smite steal. He does get the smite steal.
Yeah, Vi went out of the Baron pit. I don't understand that.
I'm not...
But they're just gonna pummel these guys against the wall.
Okay, good. Shin at least had flash to get out. I wasn't quite sure why he went in. Since that was going to be a suicidal attempt at a steal there.
And they get the steal, but they don't get any kills. Like, they had two people get into the pit.
They have to watch out that they don't get killed here. At least they have their inhibitor back.
Yeah, they kind of needed to go in and out, and they went in. This could be GG.
Looks like,
although Nidalee just suicides.
Okay, Nidalee went down, so they should actually be in a pretty good spot here, especially if they can counter engage now. Did they buy any home guards?
Shen has home guards. We're deciding what to do. But yeah, they're gonna be able to hold. They're all up, and the enemy team is low.
So they did end up losing the inhibitor, but they got Baron, so I'm pretty sure that was worth it for them.
Thought I had colorblind mode on. Is this colorblind? Whatever. Yeah, they get the blue steal though. So even when they're forced away from the base, PB&J is taking something. Yeah, I still want to stress that this game is still very close in terms of gold. Like, if PB&J starts messing up and overextending, or if Team 11 starts coordinating their fights better, this can easily turn around.
Part of it might end up determined by if someone gets caught, because there really aren't that many wards on the map, especially the blue.
Everyone just kind of farming up for a bit. Who still has the Baron buff? Let's see, LeBlanc has Baron buff.
Their carries and Shin have Baron. That's pretty much the...
That's really nice. Like, that's gonna temper some of the aggression.
And it helps to ward off the poke combo.
But like I said earlier, like, Team 11 wins a fight, they defend their base. PB&J wins a fight, they have so much map pressure that they can just push in and probably end the game. And like, even though they lost the last fight, they're gonna take this dragon. Nidalee suicide. But Nidalee goes in too deep. She didn't have any wards up here.
And blue team still gets the dragon from that, since they sent so many people to that red buff.
Yeah, but that's still a really big loss. Like, this Baron buff's gonna run out pretty soon. And you want Nidalee up as soon as it's over. This is not that bad though, because she'll probably be up before Baron.
Before they can push any objectives, so it should be fine for them.
Yeah, like, what's Team 11 gonna do? Like, they're not top lane, they're checking this dragon because they don't have wards on it.
The one nice thing for them is the Baron already happened, so even though their inhibitor is down, they don't have to worry about a split push with the inhibitor and the Baron going on at the same time. So they have like a bit of relief until their inhibitor comes back.
Yeah, one less thing that can be used to punish them. This Sona, so manly.
I do think it's likely we'll start seeing some sort of split push onto those side turrets though.
Well, top lane's pushing in, so PB&J can just kind of run between top. And mid'll probably be respawning soon.
It's
so run between top and mid.
That they have... Oh, fight.
Oh, Sona's manly. And dies.
Okay. LeBlanc is... got
hit by a spear.
And Jarvan is dead as well.
So yeah, PB&J just kind of winning that fight. Like, that's another one of those weird fights. Like, I don't... Never mind, Nidalee's just kind of dying. I don't know, these fights are really weird. People just go in and stay in. Like this, Ezreal's in a lot of trouble.
What I was going to say is that it's unfortunate the inhibitor that they have specifically is the middle, because that's not going to be able to take this Nexus turrets here. No matter, it won't. I'm not sure if they ever take them or it just takes a very long time. I know that the side ones will take a tower pretty quickly.
Yeah, but that was kind of a ray of hope for Team 11, because they did come up with more kills in that fight. I mean, they did lose their tower, but they kept their inhibitor up. They still have a chance. Like, if they can hold this mid inhibitor, win a fight, and maybe push down a few towers, like, it'll be really tough. Like, it's not going to be an easy victory at this point. But it's still possible.
They were fighting under a tower for part of the fight, and they barely won.
Well,
and now they don't have
I don't know, the main fight happened right in this area right here, with Nidalee, LeBlanc, Sona.
That's true. I
don't know, LeBlanc seems to just want to go for kills and tunnel visions, which is kind of hurting them. But at the same time, Nidalee seems to like get a kill, do well, and then she just like jumps in on someone. And it's like, this is a Graves. And his right-click damage is in fact higher than yours. Both teams are kind of getting a little cocky at times. But both inhibitors are up right now, so Team 11 doesn't have... I mean, all their lanes are being pushed in, basically. Bot lane might push out.
The Graves did get his Guardian Angel, so that'll be a temporary...
But yeah, this Graves is really big. Like, Graves has almost 14k gold. Ezreal only has like 10.3k.
Ezreal's going for the Trinity Force build. Not really a surprise there.
Yep. I mean, it makes sense, especially with a poke comp. This is really odd.
That a blue build would also work well with the poke comp. Because if...
The only thing I would worry about with a blue build, and I don't know if this would have mattered, but it's one thing to keep in mind, is that it takes a while to really ramp up. Its laning is a lot weaker than it was before, too. Yeah, this is exactly where PB&J wants to be. Although this LeBlanc is getting a little sketchy. Graves off in the fight, but everyone's kind of in.
I'm not quite sure why they chose that lane in particular to push.
Yeah, it doesn't really make sense, but this is Team 11 winning the fight pretty easily.
That's a big fight to win. What are the timers like? Those timers are huge. They could probably either...
I mean, they have to push and get something, or that's just gonna...
They could get Baron, it's up.
I don't think they should get Baron. I think they should just... I don't know. They might not be able to get an inhib, but they need to get something.
I think it's gonna be either a middle turret or Baron here.
Graves is recalling.
Okay.
He has to... If he has home guard, he has to run straight to Baron, or I really dislike that. Like, they just won that fight really well, and they're just not gonna get anything for it. But what happened in that fight, just to put out that, is Shen and Jarvan got a bunch of people caught. And Sona ult only really hit Graves. And while that was all going on, LeBlanc came around back and killed Ezreal. And got Nidalee really low.
When you have two naked inhibitors there, why would you go for the one that has a tower?
I don't know. The best explanation I have is just that lane was pushed. But I definitely think they should take inhibitors. It's a lot safer, and then you can take the tower easier.
Once you have those other two inhibitors, that tower's free.
Sona, so manly. Like, she just always runs into these fights, or runs up and places ward. Like, it's worked out sometimes, but she should have died in, like, so many more fights than she has.
She doesn't want to get reported for not warding.
But yeah, like, she could easily be, like, 2 and 10. But no one focuses her.
Report support, not warding. Then you try
Report
to
support
ward.
for buying items.
I would report.
But yeah, the push is forming up though. Team 11 has to be careful.
I don't necessarily mind buying items. I just like when the support on my team has a full build and then can't even buy a ward.
Yeah, this is another example of PB&J just caught Team 11 out of position. Like, that inhibitor just didn't have anyone protecting it because Jarvan was caught out.
Nice bubble. It's not gonna matter.
Yeah, but none of the damage dealers are taking damage.
Graves is doing a lot of damage. He still has his GA up. This is actually looking.
Yep, too much
fairly
AoE
good for
damage.
him. I don't think they should try to
What
hit
happened
this.
there, I think, is that
Yeah,
Jace kind of went
yeah.
out.
Shin, you are going deep. Shin, you are going very deep.
I think you should be talking to LeBlanc. She doesn't understand the word deep. There's only not far enough and not quite far enough.
J4 coming back into the fight. That could possibly have been an
They can
inhibitor.
still take this inhibitor.
Do it.
Like, Ezreal has a Bloodthirster. He's fine. And like, this is one of the other strengths of their kind of triple core, is
Graves,
everyone can
Graves
still
is
fight.
way too far.
Graves doesn't have his GA either.
Yeah, and he didn't even get anything for losing it. He just went out a bit too far, got hit by an Ezreal Q, and lost it.
And they can't really take this though, they waited too long. But like, they still got the mid inhibitor, so it's still a victory for PB&J in that sense. The gold lead still is just neck and neck. Like, look at that. The gold lead has been within. The gold lead has been within like 500 this entire game. It's pretty crazy. I'll just take a look at the scores real quick. LeBlanc 13 and 8 makes sense. She's made a lot of good plays, but she's made a lot of crazy plays too. This is greedy. Jesus Christ.
Desperation play? Does blue team actually know about it?
They didn't. They do now.
Because their ward was placed in that little small bush, but they all just went over the wall.
And they
And
steal
it's stolen
it.
again.
And that Sona ult hit everyone. LeBlanc's gonna get out.
LeBlanc
Vi's gonna try to get out. But Graves is still at full health. He can get over the
stuck
wall.
in there. Okay, good.
But Nami's
That's
dead.
a dead Nami. Only one on the team that doesn't have a dash.
And that was two level 17 junglers, so they both had the same smite damage. And yeah, they want that top inhib.
That was almost a really nice play, knowing that they could. I don't know if they did it on purpose, but if they
Yeah,
could jump
that
over
reeked of a
wall, it would-
desperation play. But that makes the gold lead
There
different.
is an initiate there. I don't know if they can follow up on that.
Yeah, just more weird fight. Like
I
middle.
believe that LeBlanc just used her R on her E there. Again.
Manly as Sona.
Went in
But yeah,
way
LeBlanc
too
didn't
far.
get her full combo off and then died to Nidalee.
She didn't have her full combo available.
But yeah, Nidalee and Jace also have been going melee mode a lot this game. Like, it surprised me. Just quite how far they were willing to go.
There goes the other Nexus turret. Oh, they can. I don't think they can try to end the game quite yet.
They maybe can, but it'd be really risky. They're probably going to back off. Although, they're still playing a poke comp, so if you chase them without full ability, they're just going to shoot you. Yeah, the Nexus is taking damage. It's not going to be long now. This game's over. GG!
Panic went down. I would like to point out that Jace actually finishes near mana somehow. I'm not sure when that happened. The gold leading actually finally swung to about 4K at the end there. Not that that's really that much for that late in the game.
So yeah, that was the game.
Oh, that Graves gold is just monstrous.